Hey everybody, this is Resident Evil 4 HD. Just wanted to capture a little bit of video of this. The review went up last night, so this video will be right under that review. But I guess I just kind of wanted to try and show off the two, I guess, kind of minor complaints I had about the HD version of this game. As far as what they did with it. Now, I mostly watched someone play through this game on the PS2, and I do not have a version of this game, an older version, so I can't really, nor do I have the tech to do like a weird like side-by-side comparison video of it. So I'm just gonna have to try and do the best I can to show you the two things you'll probably, most people will notice. So obviously early in the game you just met the stranger. Now hopefully this will kind of go well in this video. So obviously when you click buy or sell, he does his line. And audio wise it sounds fine, right? It sounds, you know, how you would expect it to. So whatever he says, it sounds good, right? But when you leave, okay, so when he says welcome, and he didn't say it for some reason. Alright, there he goes. So whenever he says welcome or come back anytime, again, no idea how it shows in this video. Hopefully it does, but try to boost the game audio up a bit from my usual videos, but it sounds like muffled. Like it sounds like someone's like taken a blanket and thrown it over the speakers or whatever. Because it doesn't sound nearly as good, and that actually happens. Most noticeable is with this guy. Sometimes it kind of like sometimes Leon might say something while you're shooting enemies, and it kind of has that same effect. That's usually when it happens there. So not really a super minor thing, but at the same time, for it only to happen at those points, kind of seems really dumb. So as far as the gun stuff goes, it sounds... all the other sounds are fine, as far as I know. Like, they seem fine to me, at least. So obviously this is kind of off a cleared save file, so I have everything like kind of upgraded and stuff. I think the character models look really good in this, actually. I thought, you know, obviously they're not as good as a lot of other games nowadays, but I think for what it is, this looks fine. This looks really good. Like, yeah, like I think, you know, my other thing is, I don't know, most of the time it's kind of on the walls and the floor of like buildings or stuff that you're in. Some of the textures can get kind of blurry, but again, kind of like the audio problems, not a huge deal, as far as I know. I mean, again, if you're like like an audiophile, or you're like super crazy into like everything being perfect, it might be kind of annoying, but honestly, like, this is fine. This is not, see, I'm not very good at this game. Just so you know. I guess if you happen to be new to Resident Evil 4, this is your inventory. So you have your kind of like weird like Tetris kind of inventory system where each item takes up like a set amount of blocks, so you need to kind of find a way to fit everything in. This is a much larger briefcase than you start out with in the game. This is, I think, one of the largest versions. I don't know if there's a larger version. I think there is actually. I unlocked the largest version of your briefcase kind of towards the end of the game. Never bought it because I didn't really need it. So I guess as far as changes go, like most of this is the same. You know, now each item can take up more than one block. Because usually in like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, you would have like 6 blocks, or like 8 sometimes, and so everything would take up 1. Now you have like a lot of blocks, and then everything takes up like 2, or you know sometimes your guns take up 8, stuff like that. They did get rid of like the ink ribbons though, so I was kind of disappointed they got rid of ink ribbons because I really liked that concept. One thing I do like is all your key items are stored here, so you don't have to worry about like moving those around and stuff. Let's see. You have your map. The map kind of shows where you are, where save points and merchants are, where you need to go, locked and open doors and all that stuff. And then all your kind of like special like files and stuff that you're picking up throughout the game. Stuff like that. Shooting. Took a little time to get, should get out of the way. So, you know, I actually really liked how Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 controlled. You know, once I got used to it, I thought, you know, it was kind of perfect for what the type of game that it was. 4 is fine. 4 actually controls really well, but it definitely took a lot of getting used to, especially the kind of the aiming with the left analog stick threw me off at first. But honestly, like shooting feels solid, and it's kind of cool to like play this game and think about the games that have like taken ideals from it, especially as far as like the shooting and stuff goes. Yeah, this is just coming from someone who has played through this game, just got to play through it for the first time, so obviously it's just kind of obvious things to be saying about this game. Oops. But yeah, mostly just kind of wanted to put a video together to show, hopefully you can watch this video and be able to tell what I'm talking about with the audio problems. Which, again, like, happens very few occasions throughout the game. Not a huge deal, but at the same time, you know, if you're gonna put an HD version out of a game, especially a game like this, you should probably, you know, at least take the effort to, I don't know, make sure that that's not an issue. But, you know, everything else, honestly, holds up really well. I don't even know what I'm doing. I think character models look great. You know, some of the walls and floor texture look some kind of a little blurry. But honestly, like, is that really a big deal? I don't think it is. But, you know, I'm not super, like, crazy into that, so. I don't know. That's Resident Evil 4 HD. $20 on the USPSN store. $10 if you're a Plus member. If you've already played this game, you know, if you want to buy it again, it's all up to you. If you haven't played this game or don't own it, this is probably a perfectly fine version to get. Nothing really terribly wrong with it.